morning, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Great. Doesn't sound that good. Come on, guys. Need more spirit. Come on. There you go. Right. Today, we're going to be talking about our business plan. We're 4 owners. There was going to be 5, but the other guy left, sadly. But we're going to be talking about our business plan. Our business plan is Aloha Hawaiian Restaurant. Our Aloha Hawaiian Restaurant is something new that you haven't seen here yet. So today, we're going to speak to you about our personal finances. We're going to speak to you about marketing. We're going to speak to you about everything that's required inside a business plan to be innovative, creative, something new, and for you to be professionally, how can I say this? Something you can be professionally achievable, or you can achieve anything that's possible. You just have to have these important ideas.
Okay, I will start by talking about the general company description. I will start telling you the mission statement, which includes objectives and goals. After that, I will move on to the business philosophy. Next, I will tell you I will describe a little bit our company, and finally, I will tell you which legal form of ownership we chose. Aloha Hawaiian Restaurant is committed to offer the best Mexican food and the first Hawaiian entertainment in the city. Its mission is to offer high quality food at low cost and good service to clients. An important factor of our business is trust. Some of our objectives over the next 3 years are to increase revenues and to institute a program of superior customer service. Our business philosophy is based on teamwork and on customer satisfaction. Now, describing our restaurant, we are expecting to receive any type of customers, since children to adults. And as a short-term goal, we expect to be the trending restaurant in Torreon, and as a long-term goal, we expect to grow as a company in order to establish ourselves all over the country. All the members think that a competitive strength of our restaurant is thematics. We think that Hawaiian entertainment is a strength because Torreon lacks of this type of restaurants with thematics, so we see it successful. And almost all of the team have background experience in restaurants, so we know that this type of business requires all of our attention and commitment. Nothing is more important than the client, so we hope to succeed in this. And finally, as a legal form of ownership, we chose partnership. We are partners.
Yeah.
Now it's Daniel's turn.
Yeah. Well, good afternoon. This is the best I could find to present this business plan. So I'm going to talk about the products and services of our restaurant. Basically, this is the general description of our products and services. Aloha Hawaiian Restaurant will be offers a lunch menu, with freshly prepared meals and drinks. It will include a bar service and an exclusive international entertainment, as you heard from Sofia. So this is a general description of our restaurant. This is the hours of operations of our restaurant. Aloha Hawaiian Restaurant will be open 7 days a week at 12 p.m. and it will close at 12 a.m. So lunchtime will be from Monday to Sunday, every day at 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Dinner time will be at 5 p.m. every day of the week to 11:30 p.m. And the bar service only will be open at on Thursday to from Thursday to Sunday at 6:30 p.m. to 12 a.m. So take note. Aloha, this is something important. Aloha Hawaiian restaurant will be closed on New Year's Day, on Day of the Dead, which is Dia de Muertos, and Christmas Day. And however, the Aloha Hawaiian restaurant will be open on September 6th and on November 20th. Does anybody know what happened those dates?
Yes, the revolution and the independence.
Yes. So for that reason, those holidays bring many tourists to the area. And now this is basically our menu. It's an extract from our actual menu. It's a simplified menu. The Aloha Hawaiian restaurant's menu will consist basically on Mexican gastronomy plus prepared salads, soups and pasta, and American cuts. So from of entries, we will include a quesadillas, guacamole, and melted cheese. Of course, in the business plan, you will find a depth description of each one. Of Mexican dishes, you will find enchiladas, mole poblano, chiles rellenos, chilaquiles. You will find of prepared salads, you will find chicken salad, tuna salad, and Caesar salad. And soaps and pasta, you will get spaghetti bolognese, a lentil soup, and Aztec soup, and others. Of American cuts, you will find sirloin, T-bone, ribeye, and New York. So it's delicious. And also, you have the option here in American cuts. You have the option to add or include two garnishes, which are rice, beans, mashed potatoes, steamed vegetables. So if you want T-bone, you can have also rice or steamed vegetables, whatever you want. And well, drinks. We have Coca-Cola products in soft drinks, coffee, flavored water like Jamaica, lemonade, mineral lemonade or natural lemonade, or chata, and it depends on the season. You will have also orange juice, beer, and wine, red wine or white wine. Also in additional service, Aloha Hawaiian restaurant has a bar. Its services start, as I said, at 6:30 p.m. We have a vast variety of alcoholic drinks like whiskey, rum, vodka, tequila, brandy, wine. And of course, an additional service will be free Wi-Fi for our customers. So this is basically our menu. Now, why our Aloha Hawaiian restaurant will be unique? Well, because of the exclusive international entertainment from Hawaii, which is luau. So luau is a traditional Hawaiian entertainment that accompanies the mealtime. The entertainment will include hula dancers, fire dancers from Hawaii, well, from around bodies, Hawaii style, and plus regional music from Hawaii, which is a relaxing music. Yesterday I heard something of the regional Hawaiian music, and it is cool to eat. So yeah, this is basically our services. And now, well, our intention is that our customers feel that they are in a different culture, but with a Mexican taste. So it would be nice. Now, we're going to watch the marketing.
Okay, I will start with marketing plan. First, I will talk you about our features and benefits. After that, I will describe in depth our customers, and finally, Ovidio will continue with this section. Some of our features and benefits are a meal of the month or a dish of the day so customers don't get bored of the same food every day. And the second one is Hawaiian entertainment while the customer is eating, so we see this as a benefit because there are no restaurants like this in Torreon. Our customers, we are expecting to receive them from children to adults. Adults, we expect to receive from 18 to 80 years old, male or female, from Torreon, San Pedro, Gomez, Lerdo, Matamoros, with an income level approximately from $20,000 to $80,000. Middle class people, and everything between students and doctorate degrees. And with an education covering college and professional. Well, this is not a required point of the education, but we're expecting to receive them with that. And adolescents from 13 to 17 years old, male or female from the same cities, students, of course, and also with an education covering within that middle school and high school. And children from 4 to 12 years old, male or female, from the same cities, and students, they can be at kindergarten or elementary school. That's now Daniel will continue with our competition. No, Ovidio, sorry.
Okay. Our main competitions is going to be Las Alitas, Campos de Brazil, and Heroes. Those are the competition for the entertainment or themed restaurants that will compete with Hawaiian restaurants. And all those taco con botas, farolitos, and so on are going to be our Mexican food competition. Those are the most famous ones on Torreon. Our strategy is going to be we're gonna put signs and posters to and advertisements to get the people know the restaurant, and we're gonna be giving some business cards that if you bring them to the restaurant, the first time you get from 15 to 20% off, which I mean we encourage people to go into the restaurant and try our food. And our food is our goal in our food is to be cheap and also to be really good and make the people enjoy the entertainment and the food. Our cheapest food is gonna start from $4 to $12, which is a steak, the ribeye. Also, it's gonna be located in a mini mall near Senderos, which is a good location. There's a lot of residences nearby, Las Villas, Ibero, are all places that can just drive by and look at the place. The operational plan of our business, it's our production, our customer service and quality control. At the moment, if when someone goes to the restaurant, at the end of when they ask the check, the customers are gonna be asked to answer a survey so we can make our service better for next time. And we're gonna be having an employee of the month, so they can and give them a bonus on their salary, so they get encouraged to be more productive while they work. And we're gonna make sure our food the manager is gonna make sure our food that is cooling, it's in the refrigerator at all times, and it stays dry the whole time. So the orders are not gonna be pre-made, they're gonna be made until the order is placed. Also production, development, and inventory control. The chefs are gonna give us the recipes at the start of each month. So if there's different dishes every month that we, the owners, are gonna select the ones that we like. The location, I don't know if you guys know that place, already talked about it. It's a real famous mall. It's gonna be 240 square feet. We might expand it to another place later on if we do good on the business. It's gonna be just one floor, and it's gonna have electricity, water, gas, and the ceiling, floor, and they're gonna be in nice condition. Personnel, we're gonna have 18 employees. The pay structure is gonna be every 15 days. And we're gonna require skilled and unskilled people. Those that are gonna be waiters and hosters don't need that much experience, since we can teach them how we want things real quick. But the chefs, we need them to be professional and have an actual career for such thing, because we want our customers to have the best food we can give them. And as I said, we're gonna be the employees. We're gonna put advertisements, and we're gonna contact an agency for employee agency that promotes the people that wanna get jobs. So, okay, our inventory and suppliers. Our main suppliers are gonna be Coca-Cola, Pinoteca, and Carnes La Laguna. And we have 2 suppliers for each product we have, for meat, for sodas. So in case someone doesn't have the product on time, we can contact the other. Also, our inventory. Every time we restock, it's gonna cost us about $2,000 to $3,000, and it's gonna last from 15 to 20 days, depending on how much customers we have.
Now we're moving to the management and organization. So I will talk about the organizational chart. So Chris Armendariz and Ovidio Garza will manage Aloha Hawaiian Restaurant. It means that they are going to be the general managers. I will take care of all financial issues, including bookkeeping. And Sofia Garza has an interesting role. She will be the operational and production manager, and also our marketing director. So she is in charge of inventory control, manage the human resources, and take care of the marketing and advertising. Ovidio and Chris will be our general manager because they have work experience in restaurants. They have worked as waiters and cashiers. So yeah, they will bring an exceptional customer treatment and the know-how of our company. So if you see in the chart, Chris Armendariz and Ovidio Garza are in the top. As Ovidio mentioned, the staff will include 14 full-time employees and 4 part-time employees. So this is how it works. Both of us, Sofia Garza and I, will report them. I as a financial manager and Sofia as an operational manager. So I have in my command one cashier, and Sofia Garza has in her command the kitchen crew and the front of the house crew, which is the people who have a direct treatment with customers. So head chef is a highly trained with a vast experience in many restaurants. So it's the principal chef in our restaurant. He will be assisted by a sauce chef, which is the second in the command, and two cooks. The cooks will work directly with the head chef or the sauce chef. Also, we will have two prep cooks or dishwasher and two people cleaning the restaurant. And in the other hand, in the front of the house crew, we will have two servers that will work as a captains. Those captains will have experience in customer service and waiting table, bartending, etc. So basically, they will make sure the restaurant is in excellent shape. Also, the front of the house have a bartender, 3 part-time servers, waiters, yeah, and 2 busboy, which is the waiter assistant, and 1 part-time busboy. So this is our organizational chart of our restaurant. Now we'll move on to personal financial statement.
Alright, I got the financial part because since I already did it in the US, everybody thinks I'm good with money, which I'm not, but I guess I gotta try it. Alright, financial statements. Does anybody know? I have a question for y'all. How many of y'all went on any website and typed in financial statements, business plans? Everybody should pretty much have their hands up because they saw a business plan. But yeah, that's the easiest way to find out how much you can estimate about how much you're going to be spending. I personally worked at Pizza Hut, Van Heusen, security guard. I worked at many places, and at every single place that I went and asked them if it was possible, if they could tell me how much they're going to be spending for inventory, how much they're going to be spending for if they're low on cash, what they have to do. I asked them a lot of questions. That way I can be knowledgeable, and have a lot of information. So with that information that I took from the US and brought it over here, I was able to calculate some numbers with my own business plan as well. And with this, I was able to find out that we, as a group, will have to each accumulate $290,000. Now, when you transform that into Mexican currency, that's going to be around, I would say, $1 million pesos, somewhere around there, 1,300,000. So that's going to give us more than enough money for us to be able to establish our business plan, our business, and have it set up. So each one of us, 4 people, is going to have to split up $72,500. At first, it was 5 of us, but now that he left, it's only 4. So with a business, this always happens. So you have to be prepared for everything. We're gonna split it even. We're gonna split up all the costs evenly. Everything's gonna be the same. I paid $5,000. They're all gonna pay $5,000. That way, in case there's any money left over, we can split it up again, or we can use that to help us out. Personal finance, financial. Okay, with this one, I was able to find out with my own business plan how we were gonna be able to split up the cost evenly and have enough money for us to gain money as well. So since we said we were gonna have 18 people working for us, right? So 18 people, we're gonna be paying them every 2 weeks. We're gonna be paying them $960 because our chefs are the ones that are gonna be needing all that money, and then because they're professionals, they need all that money. And they've got their associates, they got their degrees, they got everything for us to be able to give them the money. So for 18 people, $960. The total payroll for every 2 weeks is going to be $17,280. Any questions on that?
Are you paying the same amount to the chefs
Yes.
that you're paying to the boss buddy?
Yes.
Why?
Because that's what we're going to be doing for the first few months. After the first few months, if we see our business growing and we gain a lot of money, we're going to be able to give them tips. We're going to talk about it more.
But doesn't the chef work for longer hours than the boss buddy?
They do. But like I said, since we're all working together, we're all gonna have to work together and talk to the chefs and tell them, hey, for the first 2 months, we're gonna be paying you the same as the busboys and the servers. But after a few months, we're gonna talk again and find out how much more we can pay you, depending on how much we're making our revenue.
Right.
I know it's a little bit unfair to be paying them the same as a busboy, but that's something that we're gonna talk to them. And also, the chefs, let's say the waiters get tips, half of the tips that they make is gonna go straight to the chefs. Half waiters, half chefs. That way the chefs can still get a little bit more money. Yes.
How are you planning to convince like the chefs, like even if it's unfair and you admit it's unfair, like how are you going to convince them to work for you?
One way that we're gonna convince them to work for us is we're gonna have contracts. That's what you need. You have to sign a contract with them, telling them that if you gain money or if you lose money, you're still gonna be paying them the same amount of money, no matter what.
But for example, like it's the same chef that has a degree than a waiter that maybe never studied or never maybe like to high school. Like that's kind of unfair.
It's gonna be like that at first.
It's only for the first 1 or 2 months that we're gonna be paying them that amount of money.
Because we don't know how well they perform in
Because
the work.
first you need to find out
It's
how
like
well your
it's like a
business is.
test how they perform.
Yeah.
So
First you need to find out your business. You're gonna need to find out how much you're gonna spend. After you find out how much you spend, you're gonna have to find out how many people come in every day. You're gonna have to count. You're gonna have to make sure that you're making enough money to cover up for everybody's costs. Because if you don't make enough money, then you're gonna have to tell that's why you sign it on the contract. You put if you don't make this much amount of money, we'll pay you your money and you can go. Even if we don't make that much money, we'll have to find a way to pay them that money.
I myself believe that you're paying the chefs just enough, but aren't you paying the waiters and that kind of stuff a little too much?
Well, they're mostly gonna be spending living from tips. I, as a server, I did not make that many tips. A lot of people, because when I was a server, it was hard for me because I normally made around $300 a week. That's a lot of money, but you also gotta take in fact you gotta pay for gas, you gotta pay for this, you gotta pay for that, and with the waiters getting tips, they're making $960. Plus, they're gonna make half of what they make from that night. Half of that's gonna go to the chefs. So the chefs are still gonna be making more money than you are. And most people, they don't even tip. Here in Mexico, I see a lot of people don't tip. They don't give any tips, and if they do, it's just 15 pesos, 20 pesos. That's it. It's only 10%. And in the U.S., they have the gratuity underneath the ticket. It says 15%, 20%, or 14%. Depends on how big the business is. And that's how we're gonna be able to spend the money that they make, or the money that the customers make from the tips. We'll be able to split it evenly with the chefs.
All right, thank you.
Any other questions? Our startup expenses and capitalization. Like I said, we will be spending around $290,000 for our startup. So we each have to get $72,500 to be able to reach this, which we have enough money. We're rich. Most of the money will be spent for furniture, marketing, also for the advertising. You need to have good advertising. We're going to be putting on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. That's what most people here use. We're going to be using WhatsApp groups. That way, everybody can spend it to everybody. And if you bring a coupon from Facebook, or if you bring our voucher or anything that you see from us on Facebook, we'll give you a 15% off on your first meal. Your whole price is 50% off to free. It just depends on who shows up first. The first 10 people will be the people who get the meal 50% off. So make sure you see it on Facebook. Right here, it says that the company is a 51% man-owned business. As you can see, there's 3 guys and 1 girl. So we were kind of contemplating on how we're gonna split it up evenly. So we decided that the guys were gonna get 51% and Sophie was gonna get 49%. But she's also the managing business. But she's also gaining more money than we are. since she's the only girl. So.
Just because she's a girl, she's going to get 49% of the business.
Yes.
I mean, if she's working more.
But in the case, in the case of one of the three men decides to go out of the business, how they are going to split the 51%?
If that was to ever happen, we would have to rewrite the contract, and all four of us are gonna have to get in a group, talk together, see what's gonna happen.
Okay.
When we hire employees, we're gonna do drug inspections. That's something that Mexico doesn't really do. I go around and people don't do drug inspections like they do in the U.S. So that's kind of important for us. We want people to feel safe, happy, and feel welcomed. And if they have tattoos, it's not really allowed here, but in the U.S., because here it's kind of insecure, it's not really safe here, so people are kind of more intimidated. In the U.S., you see people with tattoos and everything, people will talk to you, but you can't do that here. People in Mexico are still not accustomed to it. Our financial plan is to establish the facility, sell, and provide a friendly Hawaiian service. How many of you here have gone out of the country? Let's say, has anybody been to Hard Rock Cafe?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. What did you like about it the most?
Concept.
Concept?
Like
The decoration.
Decorations? Anybody else? Has anybody been to Whataburger?
Where?
Whataburger?
Yes.
yes.
Okay. And what did you like about Whataburger?
I don't like them.
You don't? It's one of the best restaurants.
It's my favorite.
Okay. Has anybody been to McDonald's? See, these are restaurants that are based off of a friendly service. And that's what we're going to try to provide. Since we're going to be an Aloha Hawaiian restaurant, Aloha Hawaiian is a Hawaiian thematic restaurant. So we're going to be providing a lot of decorations. We're going to have people with sticks on fire, throwing up in the air, doing really cool tricks. Something to get your attention while you're eating. Because most of the restaurants here don't have anything like that. All you go to a restaurant here, all they have is smooth, classical jazz music. So, and they don't really have that many decorations, just paintings and stuff like that. So, we want to make it more American, I guess you can say, instead of Mexican. So, with Mexican food. By the first year, we're hoping to make around $45,000. Because we put it in Senderos, and Senderos right now is going to be growing at a rapid rate. They're building new houses, they're building a lot of new things right there, so it's a pretty cool place.
I have a suggestion.
Go ahead.
I had a cousin that had a restaurant in Senderos, and actually didn't work out as well as how it's working now in La Colon Center.
Yeah.
Because it's more centrical place. For example, I myself live in Gomez. In Christian, it's less probably that we go to Senderos than to.
Yeah, because it's farther away.
Yeah, because it's far.
But how long did he have that business? How long was it that he had that business there?
Like a year.
It was a year ago.
Where?
Well, did you know that at
No, he
this?
just closed.
He just closed it a year. Just.
No, he just closed like 2 months ago.
Oh, okay. Well, if he would have checked at DCM, they're actually going to be reconstructing DCM. They're going to be building a mall under the DCM. So that's going to be bringing more people, and that's going to give us a place to put like a little shop, a little franchise of ours there. So, I mean, it's just little things you got to take into account. But whenever you're putting a business, you got to have enough money to be smart to not go over your money or go over your expenses. So each of us have a lot of money to support our business in case something bad goes wrong. That way when the good things come in, we're shooting up.
Besides, we see a foreseeable future in Senderos. Also, for example, Hacienda Rosario is growing, so more people are going to live there besides the CM Mall. So we are investing in this location. We think that it will work.
Are you taking any loans for the business?
We will not be taking any loans.
So-
Since we have enough money to pay for it, we're set, we're ready. But we still have to take this business plan to a bank, make sure they can approve it, make sure they can see everything, and then go to a notary and get it notarized and find out everything that we need, what else we need to do for legal stuff and everything else.
Sure. How long do you expect to take to recover your initial investment for the?
It's gonna take around 6 months. That's how much we think it's gonna take for us, because our costs, like I said right here, is gonna be, we have $72,500. So each one is gonna be spending, we're gonna put it together, spend $290,000. And we know we're gonna be over 30,000. So it's gonna be, we're gonna need $320,000 in total. That's how much we're gonna be spending. So we're gonna be over 30,000. So we're each gonna have to find a way to accumulate those other 30,000. So it's gonna take us a few months just to regain that money back, because we know that we're the only we're the only Hawaiian restaurant around here in Mexico. So we know it's gonna take off due to our surveys that we've done.
So are you getting paid the same $960 each of us?
No, we're going to be getting paid around $1,200. But that's something we're still going to be discussing, because the first 2 years or 3 years, it's going to be unstable. You're going to be needing more money to pay for costs, services,
Sure.
everything else. So it's going to be a little bit more expensive. Any other questions?
Me. Do you have an extra plan if in the first month you don't get the revenue that you were waiting for?
If we don't, can you say that again? Sorry.
So in the first month you don't get the money that you wanted to get. What is your plan B or another option?
We will have to find a new market strategy for them.
But you
for
don't have
us.
one already.
If we already have one. Our market strategy, like I said, we're going to be posting on Facebook,
Yeah, but the
Instagram,
new
Twitter.
one, like an extra.
That's our first one. If that doesn't work out, we're gonna go around and we're gonna have little food trucks. It could help out with the business. And then since we're gonna have the bar, we know a lot of teenagers like drinking. We're gonna have a little smoke place so people can smoke. That's something that people want. And it's also gonna be a family traditional center. You know how Antonio Roma's, they have one section for smoking, one section that doesn't smoke. So we're gonna have that for people to be able to be with their family and be with their business partners. Any other questions?
Daniel said that the business will be closed in New Year.
New Year and
what other
Christmas Day.
I think as a recommendation, you should open that day
New Year.
because it's a strong day. The day where families go and hang out, or where they can spend more.
What about the workers?
Well, for example, that can be temporary because in our experience, Christmas Day, most of the people
Are gone.
spend their Christmas Day with their families or on vacation. So we see it as for example, waiter, chefs, and us. We can also go with our families.
Yes, I know. Maybe Christmas, no,
Uh-huh.
but the New Year and January.
Yes, maybe that we can consider it. I also prefer. Did you know that the first 5 years are very important for a business to succeed? So, for example, as you said, if in the first month we don't get that many customers or something, it's still like a month. For example, the second month we can succeed a lot. It depends on the season. For example, in January, many people are spend a lot on Christmas, so it depends a lot, and that's why we have our features and benefits. For example, the meal of the month. There are things that are going to attract customers each different month, so we have our strategies.
And also to add on what you said, maybe we could, like it in the US, Thanksgiving Day, they close from 9 to 12. And right at 2, they're open.
Yeah, just change our hours of operation.
So maybe we can move over our opening hours. So but instead of it being 10, we can open at 12, or we can open at 2 in the afternoon. That way, you're with your family in the mornings, and then in the afternoon, you're with your work.
Thank you for
Getting
your
money.
recommendation.
But we'll take it into consideration.
I only have an observation. I believe people here in Torreon can be very innovative, and they, whenever a new restaurant opens up, they have really high expectations, and they're also very visual. So for example, if I see this announcement of, what was the name?
Aloha Hawaiian Restaurant.
Aloha Hawaii restaurant, I might think like, oh, that's great, Hawaiian restaurant, and I might assume that I'm going to be eating Hawaiian food.
Oh, that's why we did American research. Are you finished?
Yes, yes.
Sorry.
Like yeah, like when I first heard it, I thought, great, I've never tried Hawaiian food, I'm gonna go there. So when people get like the wrong first impression, they never come back.
Yes. Well, that's why we did a market research with a survey, which is a primary research, and we found out that people prefer Mexican food over Hawaiian food, for
And American
example.
food,
Yeah.
other than Hawaiian food.
Yeah.
Oh, we're also gonna have like juices, like cocktails and things like that to make it sort of like Hawaiian.
It will be like a future product that we want to serve.
That's something else that we can all talk about. Once we get our business started up, if people, that's what we, at the end, we're gonna give them surveys, tell them, what else would you like to see? What else would you like for us to incorporate into the
Yeah,
business?
we might put
So-
special dishes for a limited time, and if they like it, we just
We might leave it there.
leave it
Get
there.
a professional chef that specializes in Hawaiian restaurant or Hawaiian foods. So we'll just incorporate that.
Yes.
Into it. It's something that once you start your business, you're gonna start seeing what you need to add on little by little by little. You gotta start off
Learn
small.
from failure.
Like as I said, we want that our customer feel like another culture, but with a Mexican taste.
And that, guys, is our business plan.
Thank you.